Radio. Shout it.
Okay, it's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your fault, B-High. Radio shouting, stepping in the building. I got a down south legend in this thing. JT Money, what's good with it, my dog?
What's happening, brother?
Man, feeling good, feeling great,
Sure.
JT. But hey, man, you know I don't play no games in here, man, so let's get straight to it.
Yeah, please.
I mean, that Poison Clan.
Yeah.
Jumping off the porch with the Poison Clan. First of all, what was it that made you call yourselves the Poison Clan, and how did that team come together?
Well, this is what me and Deb used to say. We poison because we dope,
Ooh.
and dope is poison.
Ooh.
You know, and the Clan was our organization, but
Okay,
that was us
then.
back then.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was a fan of the 5 Deadly Venoms myself.
I'm with
Yeah.
you.
Check. Yeah, Poison Clan rocks the world. Get him, Jay!
Now, hooking up with Uncle Luke, man.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. When you looked up, and I mean, at that time, what did Luke mean to Miami at that time when he reached out and pulled y'all into the game?
Well, Luke was that dude.
Yeah.
Luke was Luke was like one of the first independent majors, you know. Word was on the street about him though, but it'd make you famous. You just gotta go get your money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, it was awesome. I look at it the opportunity. I'm forever grateful and thankful.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he didn't have to.
Yeah.
And he did. You know what I'm saying? And it was up to me to make something out of it.
Yeah.
So, you know, the whole Two Live thing, because really it was Mr. Mix from the DJ, the producer from Two Live.
Yeah.
He the one found Poison Clan.
Ooh.
And then we did a whole album. He presented it to Luke. Then Luke got excited.
What?
Oh, shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's kind of how that went.
What was it like being a lyricist in the South during that time when bass music was so heavy, though?
Right. And well, that's what it was. See, my thing was I had to represent us because
Yeah.
I felt like, all us ain't ABC nursery rhyme
Yeah.
spitter.
Yeah.
Some of us know lyrics. We got the game.
Facts.
And listen, that's the reason I even started rhyming. I started listening to other cats from up north, out west, and I'm like, I can hear them, but I don't see them dudes I'm looking at in the street.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not seeing the Ikes and Bo Dillers and convertible Burts. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm not seeing none of that. So, you know, I had to represent that through the music.
How were you embraced throughout the South and just across the country, though, when you and the Poison Clan were coming with them bars?
The reaction was good. You know, that's why we was able to keep going. You know, all right, you could take us up north in some sections where they wasn't ready for it. Because, you know, we still raunchy like Two Live Crew. We wasn't no Black Fist, Black Power. You know, nigga come, excuse me.
No, I'm with you.
A player come out and be like, hey, yo, life, so what? They like, what is dude talking about? You understand? You know, and you know, I really consider we fought the fight. We fought a lot of fights for the South. The unheard of battles.
Yeah.
Where they come, you go in the club and they looking at you like this.
Uh-huh.
And by the time you leave, they wanna, okay, y'all boys, y'all. yeah, that part. You know, and that's like one of my favorite things. You know, allow me to reintroduce myself. Y'all don't know me. Let me give it to you then. Like, I like when they don't know me. By the time I leave, they, all right.
Exactly.
Now we on one accord. Let's do it.
Now, I mean, songs, which ones were the songs that got the party started every damn time, though, JT?
All right, Shake What Your Mama Gave You, still do it.
Now,
But we started with Dance All Night.
facts.
Yeah, Dance All Night, opened it up, and then that was Too Low Like Mother. But by the time Porter Mentality came, that's when me and Dale split. They were doing Home Team, pick it up. I'm doing I Want Action, I hear whole stories. You know what I'm saying? Shake What Your Mama Gave You, you know, I was getting...
Talk to me about Shake What Your Mama Gave You going crazy, and to the point that here it is all this time later, that's still a catchphrase that folks got to go ahead and say, girl, shake what your mama gave you.
Yeah, I love it. Timeless. But, you know what I'm saying? And the record is funny, though, because picture the dude Devastated, shout out to you, brother. Devastated was, you know, he trying to sell his beats. You know, producers, they want to work. And I picked another one. He said, oh, no, that's for Luke. I'm like, well, why you gave it to me? Well, give me the other one then. And that's how that song came to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was divine intervention. Like, God said, nah, put them lyrics on this right here and make it go that way.
Exactly.
I was finna do it to another beat, but it came out how it came out, and that was that.
What about when that Who That went crazy, man?
Yeah.
And I mean, did you ever find yourself having to perform that in New Orleans every doggone year?
No, not yet. I think New Orleans, yeah, no. We did it, though, when it first came out.
Yeah.
But they ain't keep calling me back.
Mm-hmm.
Who That Nation? No, y'all right with the boy. New Orleans, I love them. But see, we've been going to New Orleans since back then. Two little like mothers, but you know what I'm saying? That whole Who That situation. Well, where it come from? Who? It's like the chicken and the egg. It don't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we here.
Now, I mean, what was it like, though, being a solo artist, though, out there, JT, when it was your time and you were like, you know what, I got to stand alone and make these raps?
Right, and that's just what it was, because I never planned on doing the solo thing until Poison Clan blew all the way up. I was trying to get everybody to a level, and then we can all do our individual things.
Fact.
But as time went on, you know, everybody started, you know, egos and pride. Everybody was on something different.
Mm-hmm.
And all are still brothers today. We still there. But, you know, it was like, it was time for me to go.
Yeah.
It was time for me to go, you know. And shoot, I came to the end and let's get him. Get him, Jay.
What was it like when you touched down in the A, though, JT?
Remember, I was here already.
Ooh.
I've been coming through since Poison Clan. So I had family, friends, and, you know, probably a few stepkids or something like that. Nah, but, you know, so by the time we was doing the solo project, you know, I was known on this level already.
Yeah.
You know, I was then at one of Atlanta's own, you know, MIATL.
Ooh.
Anyway, I was
that
already.
I'm with that.
You know, so when we come out with the Who That, depending on West, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dallas and them, because they really made that happen. Tony Mercedes brought me to Dallas, and Dallas took the ball and ran with it.
Talk to me about working with a young Dallas at that time, man, with that guy being a musical genius as well, just going over there and getting busy with him.
It was cool and crazy at the same time, because it's like he had a little respect for me. Like, nah, man, just do what you do. Just keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
Like, Dallas kind of stayed out my way.
Yeah.
Unless he had an idea like, hey, man, I got this record.
Yeah.
But other than that, he like, nah, Jay, just do what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you're doing, working. So I'm like, well, shoot, let's take off then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it, you know? They connected me with, you know, Tricky and Shakespeare and these other dudes, you know, to come up with the project. You know, but I really, all right, if you listen to the beginning of Who That, the dude say, about time. Because I felt like it was about time. Like, because I've been fighting the fight for 10 years before that came out. So I'm like, about time.
Yeah.
And if you ever pay attention to that song in the video, in the background saying, about time.
Talk to me about just coming up with that song, though, man. I mean, what was that vibe like in the studio when you said, you know what, I'm about to get some chant going on in here, and it's about to go all the way down in this thing.
And go, see, now I'm finna mess it up.
Come on,
it's
with
funny. It didn't even go down like that. We was hanging out, me, Tricky, Shake, G-Boy, the whole Red Zone squad, we out there, because we was working on the album.
Yeah.
We're in the club, Magic City. No, not Magic City. What's the other one? The Gentleman Club.
Strokers?
Nope. It was on downtown.
Gold Room.
The first one. It was Magic City, and there was the other one around the corner. Right before you get on the expressway.
Pinups.
Not on the east side. Not on the east side. Downtown. Come on, Kirk. No, y'all still on the east side. I'm downtown. It was called The Gentleman's Club.
Yep.
That's the name of the club. The Gentleman's Club. Man, God, The Gentleman's Club. We're hanging out. You know, we got our drinks and our bottles, and, you know, we got the girls. And then, you know, other cats start coming in our section. Yeah. And our whole thing was, well, who that? That's your man? Who he with you? Who that is? Like, who is he? Yeah. Listen, I went home. Tricky called me in the morning and said, Bungie, I got this record, man. You got to come down here, man. Ooh. He said, I want to do it. We're going to do it like this. And so, you know, I just added the You know, he already had the, who that? I'm like, oh, man, and the beat. Yeah, so they called me with it like, man, remember last night? I'm saying, just went to sleep 3, 4 in the morning. Man called me about 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Come back. Come back, Jay. We got this record, man.
Mm-hmm.
And when we did that, they felt like the album was done. Like, you do now. That's the one.
My God.
Because I already had songs, but it's like,
that's it right
now you
there.
got the one that set it off, yeah.
So now, what was it like when that song hit, though, man? Because that song, I can recall that song hitting for a long-ass time, JT.
Yeah. All right. I love it. I appreciate it as a blood.
Yeah.
But still, I felt like about time. I almost felt like y'all owe me this one. Or if y'all ain't want, I'm going to give it to you right now. Mm-hmm. So, I loved it. And that was funny, though, because, see, at that time, I don't know if that was the beginning of them people buying the game, owning the game, because that record hit hard that year, then it declined a little bit. And then, you wait 3, 4, 5 years later, then they miss it. So now they want it again. Let me tell you what record never. All right, Who That was my biggest record.
Yeah.
Shake What Your Mama Gave You, I worked the longest off of. I'm saying I worked so many years, and so many shows for that record. Shake What Your Mama Gave You.
But Shake What Your Mama Gave You, that was a classic, though. I mean, that was a straight-up classic. I mean, like I said, folks are still using that in lingo today. Like, girl, go ahead and shake what your mama gave you and quit playing in this thing.
But see, and we never got we didn't get all the airplay and video play back then.
Yeah.
Because we were independent on Little Record. Who That came with a major situation.
Yeah.
So, they pushed the button. Like, the single was only supposed to go so far. I wanted the platinum album. I didn't want a platinum single. But, after all these years, we done made it, though. But still, I'm like, come on, no, Jay, we got to do it. Come on, man. Y'all stop this.
Speaking of the time on Loot Records, I mean, the NWA disc, Cowards in Compton.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that, and how thick was that beef at that time, man?
It was definitely thick. And it wasn't really no beef. Like, what it was, this producer we was working with, I called the name out on another. I ain't gonna call the name out this time.
Yeah.
And one of my homeboys, I ain't gonna call the name. We leave these dudes in the studio, and they just come up with this skit that they think funny. I come back like, the hell y'all doing? Y'all, man, then Luke here, he like, yeah, fuck that, whatever. But I'm like, y'all ain't starting a war.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking y'all was cool.
Yeah.
Luke and them, y'all were cool. So, you going that way, see, I was out the street, so I'm like, we don't play those kind of games.
Exactly.
You're not finna call me no fucking nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We not, but we did the record. They did that before Faking Like Gangster. Was that Band USA? No, that was one of my got shits on my mind. That was one of them Luke albums.
Yeah.
So then, when Dre and them came back, when it was time for Cowards in Compton, I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't even part of it because I was like, nah, y'all gonna have that right there. But Luke paid me that money. So I represented. Oh, another reason I like Luke though too, right?
Yeah.
Because people think I should be mad at him, right?
Yeah.
That man will come get you out of jail. If you get in trouble, he'll spend that money. He gonna spend that bond money. Shout out to Luther Campbell. Listen, man. Luke sent the boy to South Carolina, go get my dog out of there. But see, I guess I was worth more on the street.
Yeah.
We need him. But let me stop. I might be doing too much right now.
Nah, I ain't mad at you now, JT. I mean, can you speak on folks like Tupac at that time, man? Coming across a young Pac and you being young in the game, did you feel like you was meeting somebody that was going to go down as a legend as well?
Not at the time. I didn't know. He was cool, though. He was raw. Listen, when I first met Pac, I met him at the Inferno in Broward County, and I walked in the back. One of my dogs, Decamo, he used to run the club.
Yeah.
He had booked him. Brenda's had a baby out. And when I walk in the back, I see the dude, because see, one of my dudes, he already put me on the album.
Yeah.
He had the song, All I Wanted to Be a Soldier.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, boy, that boy sound like,
Yeah.
So I had to go see him.
Yeah.
Like, I heard Brenda's had a baby, but then I heard Soldier. I'm like, nah, I got to go see this dude. I walk in the back and rolling the joint. Guess what he's singing?
What?
Hey, hey, me. I say, Okay. Pull out my picture of me and Party. I'm sure that exact same night. Same night when I first met him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, player. He's like, I know your stuff. I won't action. I'm like, we was cool. All right. Rest in peace, brother. Before they passed, I was going to say, well, damn, nigga, how you got all these other cats and you ain't called me? When they do it, but then I thought, Cows and Compton, Death Row, Lou Regular. Yeah. Sure, probably said, nah, fuck them niggas over there. It could have been. We don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. But he passed before I could see him again. He called it, nigga. Because, we got stories. We done been places and done things.
I mean, what was it like riding out with Pac at that time, man?
It was good. Well, see, we didn't ride. Like, I was, whenever it came to Miami, I was hospitable. Yeah. So my thing was setting it out for the brother.
Facts.
Like, you're worthy. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You go over there and get treated like a king. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want, it's on you. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's on me. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They just see me pulling up to shows on the boat, jumping in the water on the beach. You know what I'm saying? And they hit the stage. This is what we were doing this in 1990, 91. At the splashdown. I pull up on the boat. You know what I'm saying? Jumping through the water with my vest on. Then hit the stage. You know what I'm saying? We was doing this thing. This ain't nothing new, man.
No. Yeah. What about when Biggie said you was one of his favorite rappers too, man?
That's a dude I never got to meet, man. And I don't want to use the word flattering. It's an honor for that brother to say that. I mean, that just show how true the game is, like from artist to artist. Yeah. Like, because you take them dudes in the background, everything is more competition. If that ain't ours, fuck them niggas or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So they don't get it or see it. Like, everybody got opinions. Like, you like something, he likes something, he likes something. I think when it's that one, it's when we all like, oh, shit. Yeah. Because other than that, you bobbing, I'm like this. Yeah. I hear you. But then we all right there. Yeah. That's him. Yeah. That's him. Yeah. So with the bigger thing, I just wish I'd have got to meet him, you know what I'm saying? And we could have chopped that up too.
Now, with you being a player, JT Money, coming across another player like Pimp C, man, speak on that.
Pimp C sent me a gift when I was in Texas.
Talk to
that
me.
boy was locked up and sent me a gift.
Man.
Yeah, tell that nigga I like his shit. But I didn't really meet him. I didn't meet him.
Are
I
you
knew
serious?
Bun. Yeah, but see, they you ask Uzi and them Big Round, they like, Jay, you don't remember them? All right. Once upon a time, I was big. I didn't know I was big. Yeah. I was just doing what I was doing. Yeah. When everybody else was hustling, like, you got to think, I got put on with Lou Ruggers, so it's kind of like I came in the independent major. Yeah. The respect, you know what I'm saying? It's like a whole nother level of respect for the hustle, the grind, what dudes do. Like, I wasn't out there passing out tapes and CDs. I wasn't out there, knocking on doors trying to get. My guy pushed the button. I just had to create something worth playing.
Exactly.
So my thing was more of the blessing. I didn't come in the game trying to be or want to be like, you know what I'm saying, compete with nobody. We was just doing our thing. Yeah. And that's all it was. So I was caught up into doing my thing. Like, I can remember certain kids. Like, I remember everybody from their humble beginnings. Everybody.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
There's nothing to talk about. It was humble beginnings. You know what I'm saying? I was there once upon a time, too.
What about folks like Trick Daddy and Ross coming out of Miami? Those humble beginnings. My little brothers, yeah. What was it like seeing them boys come up?
Well, I was proud, and I'm still I'm proud of these dudes, man. Like, I love them both. Yeah. I really believe a house divided won't stand. Scripture, you know what I'm saying? If cats can figure out a way to put egos and pride aside, it'd be a whole lot more money. Facts. Ain't nobody in competition with me You know, Big Brother Jay. You know what I'm saying? Right. But anyway, it's all love. The thing is, fame and then them yes men, them people in your ear, you know, it's the divide. Like, I guess it's more of a threat if them dudes unite. So somebody got to divide it, you know, and they allow that. Like, they don't mess with me because I don't allow that. No, Jay, fuck your dog. Nah, fuck you, nigga. That's my dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna figure it out, you know. Unless my dog doing totally wrong now. You know? Like, I ain't gonna let nobody mess up my business.
Yeah.
Or your business. If my, you know, the respect I got for, but just to, you know, separate people. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm trailing off on you. Before Trick and Ross, I love them dudes.
Yeah.
Ross, one of my favorite, like, my inspiration, because I like the way he doing business. I like the moves, you know. Mm-hmm. It kind of inspired me to move again besides rap, you know. Yeah. Go buy that house. Go put down on that weed shop, that CBD shop, whatever. Exactly. Go buy that, yeah. Go open that store, you know.
That's right.
You know, he inspired that, you know, and Double, you know, he just Double. He's smart and he crazy. Yeah. I tell him that. You know, ain't nothing new. He know I feel that way about him. I love you, but you're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you awesome. I don't care.
Can you talk about that Miami scene, though, man? I mean, for those that don't understand the culture in Miami, what is that like for a young brother down there?
See, today is different. All right, so now I got to take you to our days.
Let's go.
When it was more third world country, Jungle News, you know what I'm saying? It's more tribal. It was third world country, you know what I'm saying? Pink and green houses, you know what I'm saying? And bass music and girls with no clothes, you know what I'm saying? Literally, you know, everybody was showing it. But today, when the people bought the game, and not to say y'all stay, but when all the stations started playing the same 8 artists and 8 songs, the game, everybody following that suit. Nobody has an identity. Once upon a time, like, we was on the road, I can go to Atlanta and hear some stuff I ain't never heard in Florida.
That's right.
Go to South Carolina, go to Alabama, go to Texas, go to Louisiana.
That's right.
And you could see what was going on in the streets.
Yeah.
This is how we met all these other dudes before, you know, but I guess the rap game was getting too big for them to contain, so what they did was buy up. And then they made their guy. No, this is the next guy y'all gonna listen to. Nobody can. That's why you go to different cities and everybody got their local hometown hero, and ain't nothing you can do. Why they ain't on? You know, but they being overlooked for whatever reason because we working on such and such.
Exactly.
So we ain't putting that out. But you know, hopefully this internet phase level out the playing field because you see cats coming up. But even that's a 1 in a 2 billion shot, you know, today. You know, but I guess you got to throw your hat in the game to play. You got to put down.
What do you think about the rap game now versus it back then?
It's just different. A lot more money, a lot more opportunities. You know, somebody done figured out a way to get them people to pay us more. Because when we got the 10 and 20,000, we thought we was doing it. Now you see making $500,000, $1 million a night, 100,000, 50 cities, like what the? All right, I used to tell dude, this was back when who that was going. I used to be like, I feel like Elijah Wan and Barkley and all them before Shaq and Garnett got in the game. Remember Shaq and them came with that $100 million? Yeah. And like, hold up, man, we getting $2, $3, $4 million a year. Y'all gonna give a nigga 100?
Exactly.
But somebody saw the future of it.
Yeah.
You know, and we just gonna pay this right now, lock this down. But those dudes still fought the fight to get that part because you had to go through all them endorsements and the ups and, you know, the game was learned. Like, I'm gonna take it back to the loot thing. Another reason why I said I look at that situation as a park line. Picture jewels being handed to an innocent child. Yeah. Like you get a little baby a diamond, it's just a raw. You gonna put him out. He don't know I could sell his mom and get me about 50,000. But he just like he get bored with it. Yeah. He don't know what that is. It's just a stone. Yeah. Yeah. And no, they didn't know where the game was going. They didn't know. We didn't know.
When you look at it now with this whole digital world and this internet, how do you feel like that's changed the game then now?
It definitely changed because you got like oversaturation is flooded.
Yeah.
But ain't no but. It's flooded. But what it is, you got to hustle harder. So your hustle got to be marketing and brand. You're going to have to get you a PR firm. You're going to have to get you you know what I'm saying, to compete. Because you can't just throw it on your YouTube page and you got 10 followers and think you're going to blow. Hold them 10 spread it and 10 more spread it. And 10, you know what I'm saying?
It's got to be viral.
Yeah. But then I also thought it might level the playing field, but some kind of way, the powers that be got a way of doing it, putting nails in front. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what you click on, when that song go off, one of theirs going to be right there.
Exactly.
Right? So they still control it. But I don't know. I think the opportunity is there. See, I learned not to hate on the game. I learned to just play, play to win, baby. Yeah. Do what you got to do.
Thanks.
So I'm not mad. Like, I'm still learning it now. Like, funny story. All right, before I talk to Bennett, my dude tell me, what you got to do. You got to keep doing this. You got to do that. Man, I ain't got time for all that. Y'all do that. Somebody do that for me. But listen, one day when I first got on the wheel, I did something, and I ain't know about no trolls or no nigga. So nigga under my post talking, oh man, that's some shit. So I'm like, I'm on that, fuck nigga. My dog, he see it because I guess he watching my page. I'm fresh. It's probably Facebook. I don't even think Instagram yet. He said, no, Jay, no, you can't. He laughing like, no, Jay, you can't do that, Jay. Yeah. He said, go look at anybody that fan page. You're going to see somebody under the, trying
Trolling.
to get them. Yeah. So I'm looking, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what they do. But that taught me a lot. Don't take it personal. Like, listen, I'm ready to. Where you at? Call me right now. Pull up. Come on, man. The dude in Iowa somewhere.
Exactly.
A kid.
With them Twitter fingers.
Yeah.
Now, this question, though, Jay, you got for a young man that's coming into the game that's about to do his thing out here, man?
Study. Learn the business, man. Like, all right. First, as an artist, I always tell them to be innovative, creative. I always think of the next thing. Like, don't just get comfortable following suit. Like, yeah, but they on this way right now. Okay, they on that, so give them the next one. This is my thing. Or take that and put some more with it. It's all. So I think as artists, they should always think of the next thing. Like, you can't get comfortable doing the same thing. It's gonna get old and monotonous. Thanks. Like, and record companies do that to you. Nah, but we want you to do another. Like, they wanted me to do another shake. They wanted me to do another hood. I'll say, what you want is another hit record. You don't want that same record. And I couldn't do it. I could, but anyway. Learn the game, man. So that way you can handle the business. Because, like, they'll come to you. All right, just say, here we're going to give you, I was going to say $1 million. We're going to give you 100,000 right now. But then, and then you're going to get 10% of your stuff. That's like, nah, y'all keep that one. Spend that in the mug and buzzer. Give me the 85. Yeah, I'll take the 15.
Come on.
But see, it's all right, nothing standard. They go, another thing, why they didn't like me. I be talking to people, they'll put some paper in my face. Yeah, man, that's a standard contract. I'll push it back and say, it's not a standard deal. Ooh. Like, because what it is what we say. I want our paperwork to say what we saying, and leave out the where to for as cross collateralization.
Exactly.
No, I want my shit in layman's terms. Just say 1 + 1 is 2.
Exactly.
Do this gonna happen. You don't do that, that's gonna happen. Break.
Exactly.
And it's fair.
Yeah.
But they end up doing it because at the time it was worth it. You're just gonna do good business. That's all I want. That's all I ever wanted.
Exactly.
I'm gonna do my part. You know what I'm saying? I ain't out to get nobody. I just want to get mine and help you get yours.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you get yours. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do for you.
Now, the Chevy song where you had the sample, the whispers on that thing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, break that banger down to me.
DJ Brad produced it. Nut Skywalker on the hook. Listen, man, I just heard the song and I had these verses in my book.
Yeah.
I ain't had no hook. Nut he said, man, I got a hook for you, Jay. That was Nut Skywalker.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, man, right over there. What Brad was at? College Park? Yeah. Yeah, DJ Brad. But, yeah, it came out. Listen, I wrote, I'm so far ahead of the game as far as writing.
Mm-hmm.
I just go back in the book sometime when I hear the right beat, then it fit those lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You take a song like, I mean, you talking about Chevy Game, but that was one. Chevy Game was sitting in my book for a couple of years before we did it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ronnie Yard, Whole Problem, they've been sitting in my book for years. You know, these is 93 lyrics that come out in 2002.
My God.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they playing today. You know, but, you know. I
Talk
probably
to me
shouldn't
about
told
being
y'all
an
that.
artist, though. But no, because see, that means that you're a real artist.
Huh.
Because artists make timeless music.
Thank you.
So can you speak to me about your creative process, man, when you was writing all of them lyrics and stuff like that, and where were you at mentally at that time?
Well, so, I don't know at that, because, see, I might wake up out of my sleep with a line, and then I just keep going. I don't know where I'm going with it, but I get that down, and then sometimes you hear a beat, and that beat just move you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes I deal with these producers who really produce, they make records, and I already got something that fit that, and it just gels like that. You know, but and once in a while, like when we was on the road driving and I'm sitting in the back, I ain't even thinking of it. I'm just trying to make something right. I just write down ideas until something catch.
Yeah.
You know, just exercising,
Yeah.
being, participating, but I'm so far ahead. I think I done wrote and said everything it is. Like sometimes I get a new beat, a new concept, and I can't even go through my page. I got to write something new.
Mm-hmm.
When I used to do features, I write 2 verses, say which one you like. You like, well, damn, man, just pick one. Yeah, but I really be writing. Y'all can freestyle too, but why?
Yeah.
I wanted to last. I wanted to stick.
Exactly.
I wanted to stick.
Lastly, JT, I mean, what else you got coming up? Because I know you still out here working.
Yeah, definitely.
What's happening?
Well, just on this road, rocking these shows.
Oh.
Y'all better get at me.
Come on now.
Yeah. But, I got the JT Money album, Return of the Beehives Reloaded.
Ooh.
And I'm doing the Poison Clan reunion. It's called the Deadly Venoms. I got the whole squad, and I got some new members, And, I'm just trying to keep the game going. But my main thing is connecting with these young soldiers since they doing it.
Yeah.
And, whatever I can offer them. Like, I ain't chasing nobody. I ain't on nobody tip.
Yeah.
I ain't no brown noser, but if I see you got something and all you need is a little, well, I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Just do it. Here you go. And that's what I be trying to do. I try to offer them what I got. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to do me no good just sitting on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got to tell you a story in the Bible.
I'm here
One
for
day
it.
the king was somewhere. He had to go somewhere, had 3 sons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Come on
I'm
now.
going to leave you over this. I'm going to leave you over that. I'm going to leave you over that. He left the son with him. He went out and did something. I think he lost the money. No, he profited. He got boom. This one here, he went. He did investment. He lost. You know what I'm saying? This one here, he just sat on it, ain't do nothing. King came back. He said, "My son, what's up? What up?" He said, "Oh, okay, good. I'll make you rule over that." He said, "Boy, well, Dad, I tried to do this. I ain't do nothing." He said, "Nah, don't worry about it here. You run that over there." He said, "Look, Dad, I got the same thing you gave me." He said, "Man, give my shit back. You ain't do nothing with it.
Yeah.
You ain't do nothing with it."
Exactly.
I know I'm telling them, and what's it called? The Ebonics.
Yeah, but now I'm with you.
But you know
Them
what I'm
talents,
talking about.
yeah.
Man, you ain't do nothing with it.
And that's real. That's real.
Just saying, man. It's in the Bible somewhere.
Nah, I'm with
It's in the
you.
scripture somewhere.
And how can them folks contact you, JT?
Listen, I'm online, social media, Instagram, JT Money, blue check. YouTube, JT Money, blue check now. No, but YouTube, JT Money videos, all one word. Instagram, JT Money 211J Baby, all one word. Facebook, JT Money. Twitter, JT Money, MIATL.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
JT.
And they got a blue check, too.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Appreciate you coming through this thing, boss.
Thank you for having me, man.
No problem. Wish you nothing but the best and much success. Be High Radio Shout. It's Hot 107.9, man. Let's go.
Check.
Radio Shouty.